Hi, I'm Lynn, narcissistic abuse recovery coach, author, and personal survivor of narcissistic abuse. At Moving Forward with Hope, we provide guidance to assist to validate your experiences in dealing with a narcissist, help to rebuild after the treacherous path, and move forward into your next journey. Validate, rebuild, revolutionize.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Moving Forward with Hope Narcissistic Abuse Recovery podcast. I'm Lynn, and I'm thrilled to have you join me here today. Is there someone in your life who is emotionally manipulating you? Folks, emotional manipulation is a whole lot more common than we ever thought. It's subtle, and it has a way to creep into our relationships without us even knowing about it. I have a recent article that I published on our blog that's entitled 61 Ways That You May Be Emotionally Manipulated and Not Even Realize It. I want you to head to our website, movingforwardafterabuse.com, and read that article when you have some spare time. Today, we're going to jump into this. We're going to talk about emotional manipulation. We're going to elaborate on it further. It is under the umbrella of narcissism, but that is not the only place where this can impact us. It's in toxic relationships. It's all over the place. And let's dive in today. And as we know, if you've been listening to me for a little while, you know that narcissism, toxic relationships, these can be incredibly damaging to our soul, to who we are. It can give you loss of self-esteem, and it can impact you on a long-term basis with psychological trauma. And if you've been involved in this type of relationship, oftentimes a relationship starts out with love bombing, intense passion, charm, and then it gradually moves into a cycle of control and manipulation. So today we're going to talk about some of the signs, and we're going to talk about how to protect yourself because it's crucial to your mental well-being, your mental health, and so that you can move on with your life and not have it distract you and take a hold of your life. And safeguarding is the first step. And having the knowledge to safeguard is the first step. But following through with it, having a plan, keeping yourself in check, these are all very important things to do. So first, we're going to talk about the red flags, right? You hear the term red flags literally everywhere nowadays. But it's a way of recognizing tactics that may be used against you that can wreck who you are, right? Wreck your sanity, as I spoke about in last week's episode. So here are some ways that you may not have thought that the following are emotional manipulation. Gaslighting, playing the victim, withholding affection, the silent treatment, guilt tripping, love bombing, devaluing your accomplishments, constant criticism. And I want to go through these slowly so that you have a chance to digest them in between what I'm saying. Creating triangles, relational triangles, feigning ignorance, overloading you with information, minimizing your feelings, shifting the goalposts, blaming you for their problems, isolating you from others, pushing your buttons, playing dumb, making jokes at your expense, giving you the cold shoulder, making everything about them, neglecting your needs, exaggerating their contributions. Have you seen these in your life? Turning others against you. These are all examples of emotional manipulation. Overstepping boundaries, deliberately. Accusing you of overreacting. Controlling your resources. Emotional outbursts. Spinning the story. Monopolizing conversations. There are so many red flags. Have you seen these? There are so many different ways emotional manipulation can work. So that's why we're here today. We're here to talk about it. We're here to spread awareness. We're here to wake the elephant. So what can you do if you see these tactics going on? That's great. It's great that we can recognize them. And then we are faced with a choice of what we're going to do. And it's okay if you don't see the tactic right away. Sometimes it could take a few days. You just know something's not right in the relationship or the conversation you just had. And you could think about it. And then sometimes a few days later, a few weeks later, it clicks. And it makes sense. And you know something's not right. And you have a greater idea of what to do and how to handle it. And when this happens, realize that you're being played. You're being emotionally manipulated by somebody you know. They're doing it. They have ulterior motives. They want to gain something or get something from you. So be wise and learn about the tactics before they're used against you. So when you see this and you've had a chance to digest what's going on, then you have some choices to make in how you want to handle your relationship. One of the methods that is being discussed is the gray rock method. And this is where you have no emotional ties, no emotional connection with whoever is doing this to you. You pull back. You may respond with one word or two words to a question, and that's it. But by going gray rock, you're pulling back. And you're starting the process to sever the emotional attachment, to protect yourself. Another way to handle the emotional manipulation is to not engage in their power struggle. Narcissists thrive on power struggles. They often use them to reinforce their sense of superiority and control. Engaging in these conflicts can be exhausting and emotionally draining. Instead, avoid getting drawn into their games. Focus on maintaining your boundaries by staying calm in the face of opposition. Refuse to engage in their power struggles. You can reduce their ability to manipulate your emotions further, and you maintain control. So I want you to look out for these red flags. And a red flag, you know something is off, right? Your intuition. The hair is standing up on the back of your neck. Something's off, right? But something also may feel good at the same time, which is why you may continue. But that intuition is there for a reason. So look out for things like lack of empathy. Look for their need for admiration or excessive admiration or constant admiration. And they're drawing from you to feed them, right? A sense of entitlement. If you notice these traits over and over again, chronically, you might want to take a step back and evaluate the relationship as to whether you should continue with it or not. And with that, we're going to end today's show. This is Lynn. This has been another episode of the Moving Forward with Hope podcast. Visit us at movingforwardafterabuse.com. And if you're enjoying this episode, I welcome you to leave us a positive review on whichever platform you are listening to today. This is Lynn, and I'll see you in the next one.